What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. How y'all doing today? I hope you're doing pretty good. I'm doing well myself. As I always say, Friday is rapidly approaching, and I'm always in good spirits. A lot of you shrimp lovers, don't get mad at me when I tell you these things. I'm telling you this for your own good. Now, I used to love shrimp. I used to like to eat shrimp, you know. Shrimp and steak, little combinations of food like that, fries, very, very, good in taste, but it's not good for you, especially for a certain remnant of people. We're not supposed to eat, scavenger-like type, seafood, but as it is now, anything pretty much that comes out of the sea that was meant to be, received as a clean, food like fish, certain kinds of fish anyway, is polluted, messed up. So now I don't even eat the kind of fish that's meant to be received. You know what I mean? It's just like that. But this story right here says scientist finds cocaine in shrimp. Now that's just terrible. That's all messed up. But that should to you all the rest of you shrimp lovers, that right there should encourage you to leave shrimp alone right there. Let's get into the story. Researchers in the UK have found traces of illicit drugs, pharmaceuticals, and pesticides in samples of freshwater shrimp. A study carried out by scientists from King's College London and the University of Suffolk tested the exposure of wildlife like freshwater shrimp to different micropollutants at 15 different sites in the country of Suffolk. Scientists were surprised to find illicit drugs in samples in rural England, with cocaine found in all samples tested and ketamine also widespread. Such regular occurrence of illicit drugs in wildlife was surprising. Leon Barron from King's College London said in a press release, "We might expect to see these in urban areas such as London, but not in smaller and more rural catchments." Well, being that that's the sea, and everybody eats out of the sea. It's all over the world. You know what I mean? This could affect, everybody that eats, fish. And see, I believe with my own opinion that a lot of this stuff, like the contaminants that's getting into the sea, is through the toilet. You know what I mean? Through like flushing prescription drugs or whatever. Rather it filters to you through your system first, through the toilet, or just however way it's getting into the sea, because everything goes back out to it. So the fish is suffering from it, and then you got that Fukushima thing going, and that's no good for anybody as well. So it's just messed up. Researchers also found traces of furanol, a pesticide that has been banned in the UK, added Barron, who said that the sources of the chemical are not clear. The full results of the study were published in the journal Environmental International. Although concentrations were low, we were able to identify compounds that might be of the concern to the environment and, crucially, which might pose a risk to wildlife, said Thomas Miller from King's College London. I'm going to tell y'all another thing about, just like now, where you get me at, I'm going to tell you, where you really get me at is when you mess with my ground beef, my beef. You see what I mean? Now, reason why I say that, because check this out. London does not, they ban getting ground beef from America. What did that tell you? See, I like to get some of the ground beef that they have in London, because I bet you it's just like everything else in London. It's a throwback. It seems like London still operating back in the 70s and 80s. You know, they kind of, it's in some areas there. So it's only right to say that probably they still raising their cattle the same way, grass fed. That's the way it's supposed to be. Well, over here in America, anything goes. Um, where they're putting all these, antibiotics and God only knows what else, in it. But yeah, when you start, when you mess with my ground beef, you messing with me at that point. So now I'm on the same side of the fence. A lot of you shrimp lovers are, from like reading this story about the contamination of that. See, but back to the story, researchers claim that while public concern over environmental health has emphasized microplastics and climate change, there are other areas that merit consideration. The impact of invisible chemical pollution, such as drugs, on wildlife health needs more focus in the UK as policy, can often be informed by studies such as these, said Nick Burry from the University of Suffolk. High levels of benzoylic quinine. Yeah, that's kind of hard to pronounce. Benzoylic quinine. The main metabolite. The main metabolite of cocaine have previously been detected in wastewater in London. Yes. See, whatever you take in your body, for the most part, a lot of it's gonna come out through your urine or bowel, whatever. See, that's the thing. Microplastics are also a concern, with the tiny plastic particles being found inside fish, sea turtles, and even flying insects. And scientists have found evidence that they are entering the human body with microplastics in human stools. See? For the first time in 2018. I'm telling you, man. I tell y'all, it's like our food and our water supplies are being attacked, contaminating everything. That's the reason why it's always good to pray over your food. You know what I mean? Always pray over your food. See? But y'all tell me what y'all think about this situation. I know it hurts a lot of y'all shrimp lovers. You know what I mean? But, hey, this is a beneficial lesson right here. And y'all need to know about it. That's just the way it is. But y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.